Yeah.
Howdy, all. Nurse Dude here, joined by,
Mrs. Nurse Dude.
and we're going to talk about her rifle tonight. So we'll kind of go over the normal tip to butt or butt to tip, excuse me, the one and only time we can commit that faux pas.
Indeed.
And then I'll talk about the part, and then whether or not she does and doesn't like about it, and then we'll kind of go from there. And we'll do our obligatory YouTube clear because why on earth would you have a rifle on the table to talk about unless it was clear?
No idea.
Yeah. Anyways, so we'll talk about the stock first. So the stock is a Magpul SLS. Yes, storage, the controversy about it, whatever. It's comfortable. We like it.
Yeah, for me, it's the familiarity since Nurse Dude already has, this stock on his rifle. Also, I like the surface area. There's a lot more surface area for me to get my cheek on it and get on target through my red dot. And then I also like the ambidextrous lever since I can adjust it on both sides pretty easily.
Yeah, because Shorty here has to have it all the way in where I normally like it a few out. And so if we had to trade rifles and or hand a rifle off to each other or pick up a different rifle, being able to adjust it actually quickly is, I think, an important part for us because of the height difference between the two of us.
Yeah.
So going down the line, it has a normal carbine buffer system in it. Yeah, nothing special there. No QD end plate. I don't think we've ever, even I don't use it on mine, and I put it on there only because I could. Next, we have a Bravo company grip. I don't remember which one this is. It's like the mod 2 or 3. I don't know. I can't remember. It's the one that's all molded instead of it has the switch in and out parts on it. But I did a little bit of stippling on it, and since you hate Magpul grips,
I do. Yeah, I like the stippling job that you did on that. It added, for sure, some extra grip for me. But for this grip in general, like I just like the angle of attack on it. I find that it's more ergonomic, and it's a lot slimmer compared to other grips that I've tried. So it's easier for small hands.
yeah, that's true. That and we tried, no joke, we tried just about every single Magpul grip we could get a hand on, and she did not like them all and wound up going with the Bravo company, which works because it's mine too, and so it's kind of familiar, across the line, adding that cross familiarity. Next up, we have a Radian Raptor, no Radian selector switch with the short side on the right side, and then the long side on the thumb side.
Yeah, I really like the ambidextrous selector switch because, when I'm ready to shoot, I can quickly, with my thumb on the left side, just swap that down really quick. And then when I'm done, just swap it on the right side with my pointer finger.
Yeah, because I've noticed that when she shoots, she doesn't quite have the reach to be able to pull the selector back to safe with her thumb, so she winds up doing the pointer finger switch, and it actually I think works out a little bit better for her, so that way she's not trying to contort her hand around the grip to be able to get that selector up.
Yeah.
Has a basic, I think it's just a standard A2 trigger on it. Hop would say it's a trigger, it goes bang. That's kind of how, yeah, it's a trigger. Next up, we have the Phase 5 extended bolt release on it. Similar to mine, I think this one's their slightly older version on it, which I actually like better than the newer version. But you like it.
Yeah, because my pointer finger's already right there, so it's really easy to get on it and release the bolt. So,
Yeah, I think it makes a difference. That and you got a lot more surface area if you ever have to lock it to the rear too.
for sure.
So next on the magwell, it's generously beveled, and this is the M4E. They're like quasi billet one. Um, I don't have that on mine. I have the standard one, and I can definitely tell you there is a big difference between the two on the magwell flare.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just easier for me to get the mag inserted with this one compared to the just a straight well.
Yeah, that, and I think somebody who's not as practiced or familiar, it might be a added benefit to them to have that little bit of extra help with inserting a mag.
Or if you're a smaller lady and you don't have, brute force strength.
Yeah, that is a good point too. I mean, especially when you need to be able to do it quickly, having that little extra guide instead of having to muscle it in would probably definitely help. Has a Radiant Raptor charging handle. I think this is the original one by Rainier Arms. We've had it forever. It's been in a few rifles. It's an awesome charging handle.
Yeah, I like it. It's beefy. It doesn't feel flimsy. Like I've pulled back a few different other charging handles, and I feel like oh, I don't like it. It just
Yeah,
feels flimsy.
yeah, it's kind of like the standard nowadays,
Yeah.
anyways. The bolt carrier is a kind of hodgepodge. It's an older bolt, so it's had its rounds through it. The actual bolt itself is a Sharps rifle company, their enhanced one with the NP3 on it. I don't know. I'm not sold on NP3. I've already had it replaced like twice under warranty with it flaking. This one's been okay so far. I will probably end up swapping it over to the WMD nickel boron, just like in my rifle, which that one has been a top so far. So we'll probably end up swapping that eventually. Um, Oh yeah, the coolest dust cover ever, the Magpul ones. Those are awesome. Going down, so her red dot. So her red dot is a. I've already like checked this 5 times and I can't remember what the heck it is. It is a HS503CU. That is the one that has the circle dot, and you can change the to go just a dot and then circle dot, and then I don't know why you would ever want it just the big dot or the big circle
Yeah.
on a 1.9 ScaleWorks riser, which is new, which she previously had a 1.5, and we went to this so that way when she gets her new night vision that's coming in, she can be able to use the dot easier under NV for passive aiming.
Yeah. For me, what I like about it, like, okay, yeah, the reticle options are nice, but typically I'm just going to stick with like the outside circle and the little dot in the center. But what I like about that reticle, right, is on the outside circle, you've got the hatch marks at the 12, 3, 6, and 9 positions, and that just makes sense to my brain. So,
Yeah.
and then as far as the height goes, I don't feel like I'm scrunching down to like get on target. I can get on target pretty easily. So,
Yeah, that, and I know it will work a lot better than the 1.9. Sorry, the 1.15. What's that lower third? I think for the night vision, because we tried that earlier when we were testing stuff and it just did not work, and this is just way more better.
yeah.
So going down, also we have a Bravo company rail. It's the same length as the one that I have, and you made an interesting observation compared to your old upper, which was the Aero Atlas system. I think it's the one that has the 8 little Torx screws on the upper that you slide the rail on, and then you bolt it to the upper as opposed to the barrel nut. But your observation was,
On the other rail, it's just the outside diameter is too big. It's a lot bigger compared to this one, and this one is just more comfortable in my hands.
yeah. And then uh, further down, we have an enforced weapon light at the 12 o'clock position, so that way it's accessible from both sides. And another observation that you made with the new 1.9 is that
I don't remember.
you can't see it.
Nope.
It's out of your.
Oh, sorry. I remember now. Yeah. So when I'm looking through the reticle, I don't even notice the flashlight. Like it's not in my field of view. Yeah.
Yeah, because previously with the shorter one, you could see it.
Yeah, it was a little distracting.
Yeah, and so now it's out. And yeah, I know everyone bitches about them. I like them. They're a nice little neat package with the thumb pad.
Yeah.
And then we have our temporary IR device. This is a Streamlight. I think it's the TLR2 IR that has and it's IR only, that has the laser and the illuminator, and you can toggle between them. And we have found that this is not a good budget one for rifle.
Yeah.
Specifically, the complaint so far by Mrs. Nurse Dude is that even though that with tiny hands, it's really hard to hit the little tiny selector for the different IR modes.
Yeah, that's the last thing that I want to have to worry about is, oh no, where's the little switch? I can't find it when I'm trying to hit my target.
Yeah, and it's also just due to the nature of it. I know you can get the remote switch to be able to put it down. It's just not ideal. I think I got this a long time ago and I kind of just threw it on there for the time being. I think we're going to eventually swap to a Hollow Sun, probably a 321 or maybe a Steiner. What is it? The I 7 9000, the I 1009, whatever the heck the nice the older Steiner one is that everyone likes. But yeah, this is just not ideal. And then lastly, we have our pinion welded muzzle device with the 13 9-inch barrel, so that way we can trade the suppressor around, and or so when she gets her own suppressor out of jail, we can put that on there too. So there you go. There's kind of the breakdown a little bit in Mrs. Nurse Dude's rifle. I don't know. Do you like it overall?
Yeah, I really like this rifle.
Yeah, it's worked pretty well so far. It's had a little bit of evolution over time, but nothing. Oh, and no backup sights. The reason why no backup sights is because one, it doesn't quite work with this, and two, with the 12 o'clock mount, probably is not going to work. And to tell you the truth, I mean, these things are so indestructible that chances are you'll never need them. And I know that's the same on my rifle too, but I don't know. I have old habits that die hard. So,
Yeah.
anyways, well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll talk to you later.